The true story of ancient Egypt. Long ago, on the banks of the Nile River in northeastern Africa, there thrived one of the greatest civilizations in history, ancient Egypt. It was a land of mystery, pyramids, and pharaoh. Over 5,000 years ago, the Egyptians built cities, created art, and developed ideas that influenced the world. This is their story. The gift of the Nile. The Nile River was the heart of ancient Egypt. Every year, the river flooded, leaving behind rich soil, perfect for farming. Egyptians grew wheat, barley, and vegetables. The Nile also provided water, fish, and transportation. Without it, Egypt would have been just a desert. That's why the Egyptians called their land the gift of the Nile. The pharaoh, kings, and gods. Egypt was ruled by pharaohs who were more than just kings. They were seen as gods on earth. The pharaoh had absolute power, making laws and leading armies. One famous pharaoh was Tutankhamun, also known as King Tut. He became a ruler at just 9 years old and is famous today because of the treasury found in his tomb. Another legendary ruler was Cleopatra, the last queen of Egypt. She was intelligent and used her charm and wisdom to keep Egypt strong during difficult times. The pyramids and temples. The Egyptians are best known for their pyramids, massive stone structure built as tomb for the pharaoh. The Great Pyramid of Giza was built for Pharaoh Khufu. It is one of the seven wonders of the ancient world and still stand today. Temples were also an important part of Egyptian life. They were dedicated to gods like Ra, the sun god, and Osiris, the god of the afterlife. The Temple of Karnak and the Abu Simbel temples are stunning examples of their architectural genius. Writing and knowledge. The Egyptians created one of the first writing systems called hieroglyphics, which used pictures to represent words and sound. Scribes, who were highly respected, wrote on papyrus, a type of paper made from a plant. Egyptians were also brilliant mathematicians, engineers, and doctors. They understood the human body and performed surgeries, created medicines, and even had knowledge of the stars and planets, beliefs, and afterlives. Egyptians believed in many gods and each one had a specific role. For example, Horus was the god of sky and Anubis was the god of mummification. They believed in an afterlife, a place where people would live forever if their hearts were pure. To prepare for the afterlife, the dead were mummified. Their bodies were wrapped in cloth and placed in decorated coffins. Tombs were filled with food, treasury, and even toys for children, as Egyptians believed people needed those items in the afterlife. Daily life in ancient Egypt. Most Egyptians were farmers, craftsmen, or laborers. They lived in mud brick houses and wore simple clothes made from linen. Children played games, while adults worked in fields or workshops. Rich Egyptians lived in luxury, with large homes, jewelry, and fine clothing. They often had servants and enjoyed feasts with music and dancing. Decline of Egypt. For thousands of years, Egypt was a powerful civilization, but over time, it faced invasion for other empires, including the Greeks and Romans. In 30 BCE, after Cleopatra's death, Egypt became a province of Roman Empire. Legacy of ancient Egypt. Today, ancient Egypt continues to fascinate people. The pyramids, temples, and structures remind us of their incredible achievements. Scientists and archaeologists still study their artifacts, learning more about their culture and beliefs. From their invention to their art, the people of ancient Egypt left a legacy that has stood the test of time, inspiring us even after thousands of years. This is the story of ancient Egypt, a civilization of wonder, knowledge, and timeless beauty. If you enjoy the story, please subscribe Story Time, like, share, and a comment below with your ideas. Please share your thoughts, stay positive, and keep going until the next time.